Today, a tip that could save your life.
Some show-stopping natural beauty.
Will the villages run out of water?
A viewer talks about dangers of the roundabouts.
Stay tuned for all that and more. Hi, everybody.
Hello there.
I'm Jerry.
And I'm Linda.
We're the Newcomers, and we're coming to you from the Villages, the world's largest retirement community.
And friendliest.
And friendliest, yeah. And we're glad you're with us today. We've had a nice week. Monday does roll around fast, though, doesn't it?
It does.
Are you amazed, those of you that are retired and found out that life goes a lot faster than it did when you were working?
Yeah.
We have a great bubble wrap for you today.
Hi, Jerry and Linda. On this edition of Bubble Wrap, pedestrian safety. You see these crosswalks all over the villages, but a lot of drivers don't know what the rules are.
We're edging toward Halloween. And we want to make sure that you can come and see this amazing Halloween display. We talked about it last week, and it's going to go all the way through Halloween. And it's on the corner of Nuthatch and Oracle Avenue, right here in the village of Dunedin. Our friend Vinny has the most incredible Halloween display. You have to see it to believe it. So put that on your schedule and go over there and take a toy if you can.
Yeah, absolutely. Help the little kids out.
Yeah, he collects toys for tots, and that's a Marine Corps fundraiser, and it's a great, great cause. So please do that.
Along that same line, I'd like to go ahead and share this is part of entertainment, but there's a lot of activities coming up for the Halloween season here in the villages. You would think, oh, we don't have kids, grandkids don't come here and knock door to door. They don't do that here. But they do have celebrations. Down in Brownwood on October the 23rd to the 26th, there's going to be all kinds of hometown celebrations with lots of things going on. There's going to be little dog parades. There's going to be dress-ups. There's going to be so much going on. So take a look in your newspaper or the government, what is it called, the website, the village's website, and they'll tell you more about hometown Halloween. And then in Spanish Springs on Halloween night, Scooter the DJ will be there, and they'll have a great celebration. So lots of fun things to do.
And Scooter's great. You'll have fun with that one. We had the rubber duck hide contest last week. That's a terrible title, the rubber duck hide contest.
Sounded good to me. I understood you.
But so many people went out and looked for these ducks that we hid, and I think there's still one that hasn't been found. But the winners, the grand winners, were Tom and Allison.
Yes.
And they won custard for a year, free custard for a year, courtesy of Culver's.
It's nice, so super nice.
Yeah. Anthony and Desiree are the owners of the Culver's over on 466A, and you take that certificate in there and you can get free custard for a year.
Yes.
They have a flavor of the day every day.
Awesome.
I like anything with caramel, and I like nuts.
Yes.
It's all good stuff.
It's all good. It's all good.
Bill T. writes, how do you navigate the villages with all of the new neighborhoods? It seems like it would be impossible to know your way around. You are right. It is very difficult. In fact, we're going to talk about this past weekend. We spent 2 days down at Eastport, and we got lost the first day.
And we took a wrong turn the second day.
Just one wrong turn the second day. Wasn't bad at all. So it's difficult. But you can get a GPS app called the Villages GPS, and it does a really good job. In fact, you can plug in where you want to go. Like if we had been able to put in the Villages golf car, Eastport, boom, it would have given us directions to go there.
Right.
But we didn't do that. No. I have a new phone, and I tried to get that app to come over without buying it again. Once you get it, you got it.
Yeah.
But it was on my old phone. It's not on my new phone. Anyway, so we went Google Maps.
Yes.
And we put it on Bicycle. And it routed us through 2 brand new neighborhoods, and they are not even occupied yet. I mean, they don't have carpet, they don't have windows.
No, so new. Every truck was there in the world. I mean, I knew we were in the wrong place. I mean, oh my gosh.
The streets are solid dirt. That's where we went. But it did get us all the way through there to where we were going. We definitely messed up on that.
Yeah.
But get the Villages GPS app, or if it's an established area like Brownwood, Spanish Springs, Sumter Landing, You can definitely use Google Maps, set it to bicycle,
That's right.
and you'll go. I don't think we will ever learn all the streets. It would be impossible.
No.
And it's a learning process. We do so much better now than we did
Yeah.
first couple of years.
That's right.
When you first get here, you think, wow, will I ever be able? You will.
You will. This next comment and question is from Bob and Cheryl. My cousin works for a government office, and he says a lot of communities in Florida are concerned that they will run out of water. It seems like if any community ever ran out of water, it would be the Villages. What do you think?
Well, I can see what you mean, Bob. The Villages is growing so fast.
Yeah.
Is there enough water down there to service everybody? Here's an illustration by pricesprawl.com, and they see it a little bit differently. You can see the map there. Sumter County is in the sufficient range, but some other counties, not so much. We all have beautiful yards. People that come here, what do they talk about? How nice it looks, how green it looks, how beautifully manicured it looks. And I can see that if we ever had a drought, our yards would suffer. Because once we pump the water out of all of our retention ponds, that'd be it. We don't have a way to use city water. That's what we call it in Indiana, city water.
City water to do our yards.
To irrigate the yards. That's a whole separate system for us. Now, I think up in Spanish Springs, in some areas, they may have one water source only. They might be okay, but for us, I think we would lose our yard. But I think we're going to be able to have water from the aquifers to keep us filled with drinking water and bath water and water for our ice cubes and baths and all that sort of thing.
Laundry.
But that would be a deal breaker. You know,
that'd be tough.
If it ever happened that Florida lost water, we'd probably have to move.
It'd be a sad day for sure. Well, how about some fun, Jerry?
Let's have a little bit of fun now. We've got some more puzzles for you. People seem to like this. Let us know if you like it. It's fun.
You got lots of wire going on down here.
Wires.
He's all wired up.
I'm wired up. I'm wired up and fired up.
Yes, we like the puzzles, and they're kind of tricky for me. And then after you say them, well, I should have got that.
Let's go with one right here. Look at the screen. Now, some of you got that immediately. You have that, I've got that perception that you just saw it. See the word Jack in the middle? Jack inside the box. Jack in the box.
Okay.
That's it. How many of you got it? Raise your hand. Oh, great, man. Just about everybody. I like that. Let's go to another one. Now, this one is real easy. Real easy. What is it? Well, obviously it's street, right? And it's in the shape of a corner. Street corner.
Yeah.
Street corner.
That's right.
Oh, you got that one too, didn't you? Now, this next one, I have to admit, I didn't get it.
Ooh.
I did not get it. I had to look up the answer. But look at it there and see if you can get it. Buzz in when you get it. What's it look like? Okay, well, all those lines, if you can scramble the words, they will all make the word trail. And so it's all mixed up. It's trail mix. Trail mix. But it could also be trial mix if you look at it, Trial. Trial mix, but that doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make sense.
Trail mix.
Trail mix.
Well, I hope you got those. I hope you enjoyed it.
You know, I think those will be great to teach our grandchildren, to give them just a new perspective on kind of learning and doing these kind of puzzles. I think these are awesome.
All right. You know what else is awesome?
What?
Bubble wrap.
Go for it.
Hi, Jerry and Linda. You see them all over the Villages, crosswalks, and this one is marked. So there's really no excuse for cars or golf carts, for that matter, not stopping. But you'd be surprised. Cross on foot at any of the major streets in the Villages, and you'll quickly discover a lot of drivers don't stop for pedestrians in the crosswalk. But Florida law is very plain on this. Cars, golf carts, and others must stop if a pedestrian wants to cross the road. But as you're about to see, the statute is ignored routinely. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wildwood police are aware of the issue in the area and have promised to increase enforcement if they get complaints. They also set up traffic patrols on a regular basis. Let's try that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, Kim is in the marked crosswalk. She stands out in her purple shirt, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Go by without stopping. Golf cart drivers are no better. They should have stopped. It wasn't all violations on this day. These cars promptly stopped to let us cross. Another problem area, the walking paths. For safety, walkers should walk on the left side so you can see bikes coming the opposite way. That's especially true if you wear earbuds. You can't hear the little bells or verbal warnings of bike riders. On paths shared with golf cars, walking facing the oncoming traffic could save your life. You could jump out of the way if a golf cart driver fails to let you pass safely. Not stopping for a pedestrian in the crosswalk can get expensive. $164 fine minimum and 3 points on your license. I'm Peter Bernard, and that's this week's Bubble Wrap.
Thanks, Peter. And hey, did you see Kim? Kim was out there walking. She was the talent on that. So good job, Kim.
Go.
And no wonder Peter's going through that weight loss and getting all fit and everything because Kim's fit.
Yeah.
Yeah, way to go.
They're supporting each other, and I think that's great. When one person goes on a diet, then in a couple, I think the other one should too. We should do it together.
So are you going to go on one?
Sure, why not? And then will you go on?
I have to admit something. I didn't notice that. I didn't even know those were crosswalks.
Huh?
I didn't notice it. But they are, and it's obvious. And now I won't run over anybody else, I promise.
Don't run over anyone, please.
And our swimming pools did a wonderful job on this one. They believe that your backyard pool should be the most beautiful part of your home. Backed by an industry-leading warranty, you're not going to get better service anywhere. If you're interested in a pool like this, you can find the contact information right there on your screen.
It's time for Pet of the Week.
Yeah, we don't have one. You know, we got 2 submissions. They were both in portrait. And one submission we got didn't have any audio. So we don't know what the pet's name was. We don't know how old it was. So listen, if you love your pet, if you do, get down on the floor with Buffy and get right in their face and show how happy they are and how good they look and shoot it in landscape. Tell us where you got them. Did you buy them? Did you get them from a puppy mill? Did you get it from the rescue? Did you go to a pet store? You know, let us know where it came from. How old is it? What is it like to eat? Has it ever bitten anybody?
Speaking of which.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a little bit. So please send us in, and there are plenty of ways to get it in here. A minute long is great. If you go a little over, that's fine too, but send us your Pet of the Week.
Well, we went on a trail ride or a golf cart ride this last weekend, and we had just a great time. The weather was absolutely gorgeous this past weekend, and the one thing I noticed mostly was the grass that changes color, and it's usually like a beigey color. It's called, Jerry calls it what? Muley grass?
I looked it up. I didn't know. I mean, there's all kinds of words for these plants, but it's a tall plant. It probably gets this tall.
Right.
And it changes from amber to this brilliant.
I call it lavender. Yeah, it's beautiful.
It's not really lavender.
It's a pretty color. Whatever
you
color
judge. Let
it
us know what color you think it is, because there's Linda popping right up in the middle of it.
So pretty, and I just kept going. Oh, look at that! Oh, there it is again.
Hi, everybody. Take a look at this. Whenever I feel like I'm missing my Indiana home and the colors, I glory in these. Heather colored, whatever this grass is. I love it. Isn't that gorgeous? Whee!
I loved it.
Yeah.
And I hope you do too.
The reason we saw that grass, we made 2 trips all the way to Eastport this past weekend. We were down there to meet people at the Easy Go event at Gary's Garage, all the way down in Eastport.
And by the way, we took our Easy Go golf cart, and you probably wonder how long it took us. It took us about a half hour, maybe a little bit more, and we did great. The battery, we got what? How much battery?
Yeah, people always, that's the number one question. People want to know how much battery does it take. Well, that was about a 30 to 35 minute drive, and it took us 20% of our battery to go that far.
So we were fine.
Yeah, it was fine. It was a good ride. But once we got there, we threw it out there for you so you know about it. Oh my goodness. Thank you all for coming.
Oh, we had
I
a
bet
great
we had
turnout.
Hundreds of viewers show up there.
And their dogs.
Yeah, and one person brought this little dog, and it was the cutest little dog.
Yes.
And that little dog smiled at me, and I said, hello there. Oh, and it bit me.
Bit him.
And I said, oh my gosh, look, it took my finger. I did say that. I was being funny, to hide my tears. I was trying to be funny. But it was my own fault because they had told me that it's a service dog and it doesn't like to be touched.
Yeah, they say you're not supposed to touch a service
I like to
dog.
touch dogs. I love dogs.
Oh, I know we do. We met quite a few dogs, but you're not supposed to come up upon a service dog and reach out because they're trained to be right with their owner. And
Well, it was on the guy's
scared.
chest in a pouch.
they had a baby carrier kind of thingy,
Yeah, it was right hanging on his shoulder. It was right there, and it was like, oh,
You didn't see that. Do not touch that.
Well, no, he covered up inside the pouch. But
Anyway,
we had a great
we
event,
did.
great event. The people down at the Village's golf cars threw a super party 2 days in a row, and we're so glad the people that came out and see us, and it was fun. So thank you all.
Very lovely. Well, how about some out and about?
Well, we went along with Mr. Bubble Wrap himself, Peter Bernard, and his wife Kim, to the grand opening of a brand new Paisanos.
Yeah.
And that's up on 466 near Wedgwood Lane, very close to the high school, close to Custom Apparel. If you've been up there trying to get one of our t-shirts, it's right there. And I'm going to tell you what, we were invited to a special event. It was a soft opening. And they said, bring some guests and we'll treat you to lunch or dinner. And we decided to go for lunch. And we had a great meal. I went with the old standby.
Yep.
Spaghetti and meatballs.
You can't go wrong.
Love me spaghetti and meatballs. We also got a meatball appetizer. That was Linda's idea.
Yeah.
And I got to tell you, you don't get great meatballs out very often. In fact, sometimes they'll wreck the whole meal. You expect that great Italian meatball and you get something that's weird. But this was spot on. It
Very
was
good.
good. It was a
Very
good
good.
portion of spaghetti. I loved it. I loved it. And what did you have?
I had lasagna, and oh my gosh, it was absolutely wonderful. The noodles were not really thick; they were thin, and so it didn't fill you up so much. It was just great. Well, I did take half of it home anyway, but it was a great portion. And we had these little rolls beforehand with a little sauce on it.
Yeah, I don't like those.
They're a little bit much for me
They have this
too.
garlic butter on them, right?
It's kind of a dressing. It's like an
Yeah, I
Italian
don't like that. I
dressing
would like to have
poured
it
on
plain, but I don't like it with that.
Yeah.
And they're sloppy.
Yeah, and well, yeah, I guess.
But some people love them. I mean, I'm not one of those.
And I think Peter and Kim both had this chicken marsala, which looked really good.
It looked great. And we all had a salad. The salad was good. And I don't remember what they had for an appetizer. I'm trying to think.
Did they have soup or
No, no,
salads?
no.
They had
We-
salads.
No, we all had 2 appetizers on the table.
Oh, they had something with a dip. It was these little pita bread things with some kind of pico de gallo dip or something like that. Anyway, some kind of dip. It was really looked good.
We were really thankful that they called us over, and we went, and it was A+ meal. I've got to say.
Very nice. Oh, the waitress was wonderful, wasn't she?
Yeah, we had a great waitress. It's cozy inside. It's not a very big place. You might have to wait on a busy night, but it's really well done. Loved it. It's well appointed.
Yes,
It's
yes.
got a good atmosphere. Now the 4 of us, there's the bill came, and we didn't have to pay it because it was a treat for us, and we appreciate that so much.
Yes, we did.
But for the 4 of us to each have an entree, the whole bill came to $122.38. That's pretty pricey for lunch for 4 people, but it's what, $30 a piece.
Yeah.
And then we of course gave them a really nice tip because the meal was free. So all good. Paisanos at Southern Trace. I would give that a try for sure. And of course the other Paisanos is down in Lake Deaton Plaza. Equally as good. And if you haven't had one of their calzones, let me tell you, That's a honking that's 2 or 3 meals right there.
Yeah, it is.
That
It's
meat
definitely
calzone,
shareable.
beautiful.
Yeah. This next question is from R and M. We were under the impression that this is a no soliciting community. Is that correct? If so, how do we go about turning someone in? We just had someone come to the door. My wife said he was very persistent, rang twice and stayed by the front door and stayed long enough that they didn't really want to answer. And when they came to the door, they finally said, not interested. He was still trying to sell us. And then we got his card.
Okay, well, you know what? We can say that all we want. We're not like a true gated community where you have to know somebody and be buzzed in or have permission to come in. Anybody in the world can go up and push that button and come in. And they're county streets and county roads, with the exception of some of the villa communities. So the public pays taxes. They are allowed to use our streets, and they are allowed to solicit. Now, I think you could put up your own sign that said, do not solicit, no solicitation, and that would be different. But yeah, don't be surprised if you get solicitors, because they come. There's a guy that comes around with a truck full of meat.
Yeah, that happened to us a long time ago.
Well, it's happened multiple times.
Yeah.
He has a cooler on the back of his truck, and he comes by with meat. So you're buying, you're truly buying mystery meat when you do that. And we made it into a joke, but it was true. We had 30 different people come to want to cut down our palm tree when it died.
Yes.
They would come and knock on our door. So they were all soliciting. We've had window washers come in.
Yes.
By the way, I'll never hire those window washers again. They didn't do a great job. It was pricey. We fell for it, spur of the moment. So beware of the window washers, and beware of the guys that show up with drones wanting to look at your roof to see if you need a new roof. Some of them might be legit, but some of them might not be legit. Celebrity lookalikes. I don't know if we'll keep doing this or not, but I guess as long as we do them, they're fun to look at. On this week, we had Bob Fisher send in this picture of himself on the left, and Bobby Flay, the chef. You like him, don't you?
Yeah.
And I can definitely see a resemblance. And then another person sent in this picture of Anson Mount, Hell on Wheels. Did you ever watch that series?
Yeah.
And they think that our buddy Scott Weaver looks like Anson Mount. They're both rugged, outdoor Westerner types. And then Ron and Barbara, they sent this picture in, and they think they look like Danny and Sandy from Grease. And that is so cool. That's a neat costume right there. Antonio recreated some famous paintings and sent it in, and he had fun with that, and he looked so good. Look at these. The painting, and then you can see him. So great job. If you have a celebrity lookalike, please send in a picture and we will put you on the show.
There you go.
One of our viewers has some strong thoughts about roundabouts. And so he sent us a video, and we're going to play it for you right now.
Okay, it's on. Jerry and Linda, I wanted to tell you guys something. A lot more tornadoes in Florida than there used to be. On a Connie, you want to know why? Well, I'll tell you. It's those traffic circles. You guys call them roundabouts. They go counterclockwise, same direction as tornadoes. And it creates a disturbance in the atmosphere. And that starts tornadoes up. Now you know. Okay. Turn it off.
That's our buddy, Mike. Mike is such a character. He sent that in. We love that guy. He's always got something cool up his sleeve. And of course, we know that driving the roundabouts doesn't really cause tornadoes. But that was fun. Thank you, Mike, for that. Edward sent in a question, and I thought that's really not that interesting a question. Sorry, Edward. But then I thought about it and thought people might not know. So we're going to tell you. He says, hi, Jerry and Linda. Are electric bikes allowed on the multimodal paths or the golf cart paths? Okay, well, first of all, I don't know what a golf cart path is. We have multimodal paths, and we have the multi-use lane that's on the main streets, like Hillsborough Trail and Pinellas and Anna Maria, and you name it. So yes, you can ride e-bikes on those, all of those.
Both of them.
But a golf cart path are the path that's on a golf course.
Right.
And you are not allowed to take your bike on golf cart paths. But all the other paths, yes. And when you come to a divided multimodal and you see one pole in the middle, that means, yes, you can drive your golf cart. You go on the right side and you can carry on. If you see two of them, e-bikes can still use it and walkers can use it.
But no
golf carts. Hope that answered your question, Ed. Thank you.
Yeah. This week at the Savannah Center, we have coming up on Wednesday, Land Sharks, and that's the Jimmy Buffett tribute. And then that's on the 22nd. And then on the 23rd, Thursday, is Haunted Illusion starring David Caserta. And then on Friday, the Pure Zeppelin Experience. And that's on the 24th. You have something else.
That's probably a Led Zeppelin cover band.
Tribute, right.
Yeah, tomorrow night at the Old Mill Playhouse, and I think it's sold out. You might be able to snag a ticket at the last minute, I don't know. Music and Madness, Tom and John are hosting a very popular group here in the Villages, Relic. Yeah. In fact, they're no longer playing here, but they were so popular. If you ever went to one of their performances, you had a hard time getting in.
Right.
And a lot of people just love them. So that'll be at the Old Mill Playhouse tomorrow night, and we're going to be there.
Yeah, that's on Tuesday.
And now it's time for Jerry and Linda's shoutouts.
Thanks so much to every one of you that writes in, that comments on YouTube, that follows us on Facebook, that bumps into us on the street. You know,
For a minute, I was going to say, those of you that follow us.
Hey, what are you doing? Well, we do enjoy meeting you and talking to you, and it's all fun. It's the best part of our channel.
Yeah.
And thank you all so much for being there for us. You know, it's only for you that we do this whole thing. So thank you. I hope you enjoy seeing your pictures up there. If you'd like to see your picture up there, please send one to villagesnewcomers@gmail.com, and we will gladly include you.
And follow us on Wednesday night. We have a live show at 7 o'clock.
We do, and you never know what we're going to say, because we don't know what we're going to say.
It's just kind of like an ad-lib show. It's
and you can call in, call us and talk to us about anything.
Yeah.
You know, as long as it's not politics or sex, we'll talk to you.
Okay,
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and we appreciate that. Well, that's going to do it for this week's edition of Mailbag Monday. Please stay tuned. We're going to post up another one of our great videos at the end, and we'll take you right into it.
If you liked our video today, please press that like and subscribe button and share it with all your friends and neighbors and relatives and everyone you know. Until next time.
See you when you get here.